I'm going to show you guys and try out something I just picked up from Tractor Supply. It is a SOG pocket chainsaw. First, we'll kind of look at the packaging. It says it's 36 inch in length. It says it weighs 8 ounces. Got the dog checking everything out here. I will point out that it does recommend oiling the chain. Some things that I like about it already: I like that it's light. I like that it's compact. I think it would be good just to have in your truck, have one in your camping supplies. Now, my grandpa always talked about carrying around a chainsaw in case a tree fell across the road while he was driving. So it might be good, again, just to have a backup in your truck. I've got this dead tree here. I believe that was an American elm, but I am gonna test this saw out. I'm gonna cut some smaller branches, see how it does. And I don't know if I'm gonna get real big, but we'll see how it does on a little bit bigger branches. Before I get started, I'll show you the case. It does have a little clip to hold it shut. And it's got these straps to go around your wrist. I tell you what, I got this little bush in the way right here. It's gonna mess up my camera view, so I think I'll start just by cutting it out of the way. I have never used anything like this or one of these. Kind of binding up there at the end. That's not cool. I guess because it's kind of pulling in against itself here at the end, it's binding up. Okay. If I don't pull quite as hard, don't put a lot of tension on it, it didn't bind. So now I'm going to cut the bottom part of that bush. Now I'm going to cut this limb, kind of get you an idea of how big around that is. Maybe about 3 to 4 inches. When it gets to the very end, the teeth want to catch, but it might be thinking of just a kick and break at that point. Like I said, you get to the very end and those teeth want to catch right there and tend not to want to pull through. I will say, I don't know if you can hear me breathing, but this thing is a workout to use as well. I'm going to cut this little limb off of here so you can see it's a pretty big range of motion to get a cut. It's making pretty good work of that smaller limb though. but my biceps are sure feeling it. It's making me tired. So it is kind of up overhead, but I am going to go try to cut a larger portion of this log. So again, when I got to the end, I had trouble with that chain binding. Another problem, it's like the top part will be here and the bottom part will be, I guess, not lined up with it. And then you can see it kind of started cutting at an angle. Might have been the way I was pulling it. It could be a user error, but it causes that chain to bind up there at the end. I would also recommend wearing gloves if you could. Now, a lot of that is from when you're pulling on the saw, hitting other sticks and stuff with your hands. So I think this saw would be good to have in your camping gear for a backup, good to have in your truck for a backup, or if you were putting up a deer stand and needed to cut a tree or two out of your shooting lane, I would not carry it on a camping trip and plan on cutting much wood with it. Now, I am a beginner, but man, that made me tired. It was not easy to use. But it did, I mean, it is capable of cutting some wood. Unless I had a specific use for this product, like I say, if I knew I was gonna backpack several miles and wanted a saw just in case, I would buy it. But just for general camp use, I don't think I would recommend this product.